Hello YouTube, thank you for clicking on this video. It's my first ever video at YouTube. My name is Andy. I am a Korean American that has been watching and listening to Korean music for a very long time, since first gen and prior and before. And I'm trying to figure out, where music has gone since I started and stopped listening to Korean music. I'm not completely blind to the trends nowadays, but I don't know anything about basically fourth gen and maybe a little bit of third gen. I've got a knowledge gap, and I'm hoping I could learn from the community, check out some new music, some new groups, and kind of share more about myself and share some of the knowledge that I've accumulated over the last 20-30 years of listening to Korean music basically. And by no means I'm an expert. Am I an expert? But experience and knowledge can probably overcome some of the lack of knowledge in certain aspects, or maybe talents, let's say, or expertise, I should say. But the video I'm going to be watching is a new group called the SSERAFIM. And I have the video ready here. I'm getting cut off by my own screen regions here. But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to learning what these girls are about and what the music is like in 4th gen, or maybe it's not 4th gen anymore. I don't know what it is. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get started. Ooh, goes right away. I'll tell you what, choreography has come a long way. Oh, there's Chaewon. I know Chaewon. She looks very familiar. Wow. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, is that Sakura? Wow. So, I'm not a big fan of... Sorry. I'm not a big fan of this right here. She's on a Raptor, some kind of three-wheeler. And it's been used for so long. Big Bang had a lot of these sitting on a static vehicle, and they pan around and add movement as if it's moving. And it's plenty of other videos as well. Just a little pet peeve of mine. Oh. Wow. So my first impression is, unfortunately, since I didn't mean to pause on Sakura. I do know two members for sure, Sakura right here, and I do know Chaewon from IZ*ONE. And I'll get used to this where my video is, and it's very interesting how much they've improved since the show. I didn't really watch them when they were doing their 2 years of activities. I didn't watch much of their stuff. I'm pretty sure their growth was evident there as well, but considering where Sakura and Chaewon came from and started, Chaewon was probably more polished than Sakura was. But Chaewon, I didn't really notice her much when I was watching the show, so she was surprised when she won. And Sakura, I knew she was very pretty and already famous in Japan, so I thought she would make it into the final group already. There's another member here that I don't remember the name of, that I think is from Produce 48. I don't know. I have to double check. So far the music's okay. This girl. I think she's from Produce as well. Whoa. Actually, I really like this girl's voice. I don't know if she has any skill in rapping, that was not a good example, but good voice, good tone. She looks really young. Chaewon really improved a lot. Is that a dog bark? Just making sure I'm not hearing a dog bark in my neighborhood, but I think I'm hearing barking in this song. I'm not sure if it's a dog bark. On my left ear I hear barking. It's really distracting me actually now that I'm noticing it. It's really nice whispery kind of tones. Ooh, hold on. Sorry. There's this expression. I feel like Sakura was unable to produce this kind of expression in Produce 101, 48. Very surprising to me, but maybe it's not surprising to other people that have followed her, but for me that's very surprising. It's a very natural, unforced, kind of like cocky smile. It looks really good on her. I don't know if I had to pause the video to say that, but it looks good. Oh, it's over. I'm fearless, SSERAFIM. Do you think I'm fragile? Where's my apostrophe? As you can see, I could be a bit of a detail-oriented person, in the most stupidest ways. There's an apostrophe I'm looking for. So let's not watch this ad, but I did look up a profile section of them because I don't know them very well. At least I thought I didn't know them very well, but I know two of them for sure. Chaewon right here, Sakura here. I'm pretty sure she's from Produce 48. Didn't make it to the finals or anything. I think she was with Playtus. Let's see. There's one Japanese member here. Is there another one? They all look Korean except for Sakura. So maybe not. Let's see. SSERAFIM is a 6-member girl group under Hybe. I do know Hybe. And Source. Okay. So they're using sources. Well, having Source is actually good for Hybe since they managed Girlfriend or G-Friend. Sakura, Karam, Eunchae, Chaewon, Kazuha, and Yoonjin. SSERAFIM. They debuted yesterday, as of I'm recording this on the 3rd. So let's see here. Chaewon, Kim Chaewon. Oh, right. She has a Korean English name, Anna. I don't know if she has any English background or American background or anything like that. It's interesting. Nothing. I'm not gonna get too detailed. I'm not gonna memorize any of this. She is a former IZONE member. Yes. I don't know. I don't really need to know she has sisters. Okay. Sakura. By the way, I actually was a big fan of Sakura's when I was watching Produce 48. In the beginning, at least. Very hardworking, kind of to a naive fault, I felt like sometimes. Fault is probably not the right, but in a very, don't look at the noise, just keep going forward type of attitude, and that's something that I identify with and respect a lot. Jeez, these girls are skinny. She's a vocalist. Oh, by the way, I just saw leader and Cheon as well. Good for her. She's grown a lot. Like I said, in Produce 48, I didn't really notice her very much, but when she made it into the group, and then I didn't watch much of IZ*ONE's content when they were contracted as a group, so it's hard for me to know if she grew much since her first IZ*ONE video versus her last, but she looked good. She was performing very well. She has good vocals. Let's see. She likes Slanger. So do I. This is one of the reasons I like her as well. I identify with her. She's my spirit companion, friend, like in certain ways. I'm not gonna memorize any of these things. Ha Yoon-jin, Jennifer. Okay, vocalist, Libra. She's pretty tall, 171. To be 171 and 116, is that really skinny? She looks kind of skinny. Oh, she's Korean American. I didn't know. But Cheon is Korean. Okay, sorry for going back and forth. She was born in Seoul, but she grew up in New York. Okay. She was 6th and final member revealed. Kirin, like Giraffe Kirin for her nickname. I was right. Yeah, I don't know why I remember. I don't remember many people, but I remember her. Those 2 members from Playlist that came out. I forget her name, Egan or something like that. Forget her name. I feel like she should have made it to the group, but anyways, that one lady, and then this girl came with her. I remember that. She can speak English. She enjoys sports. All right, I'm gonna go on to the next gal. Kazuha. Oh, she's Japanese. I thought she was Korean. Kazuha. I'm trying to see if I see any Japanese go ahead in her. I can't tell. She's a rapper. She has a really nice tone to her voice. She's very tall. She's my height. Yeah. Congratulations. 2003. She's under 20. It makes me feel like I wonder if they're too young sometimes when they debut so young. Don't like seeing age 16s and such. I feel like it's just too young for them to really take on the responsibility of being an idol, but I've known this for a long time, or I felt this for a long time since Gen 1. Let's see. She lived and bred in the Netherlands, where she took ballet classes. She doesn't speak. She went to the Netherlands but does not speak Dutch, but she was there for only 2 years. Oh yeah, she's a ballerina, but she sounds kind of. Her voice doesn't sound like someone that would have a ballerina background, ballet background. Kim Garam. Yeah, she's 17, very young. They're just growing. They're still growing people. This girl, I thought she was really young. She's 2006, so she's 16. Oof. I'm sorry about that. Oh. She was born in South Korea. 3rd member to be revealed. Music. I'm not gonna memorize any of this. All right, that's SSERAFIM. I actually think that's a very catchy, good song. If this is the type of music that new Korean K-pop is like, I'm for it. K-pop goes through these phases of, but it was always distinctly Korean to me. Never in pop music would you hear some of the sounds that you hear in K-pop. Some people might think it's kind of outdated and old. I think there was a specific charm to Korean music, and as music, K-pop gets more popular, it will lose some of that K-pop charm. But I think that's to be expected as they progress and change music to fit the tastes of the international audience, because I know K-pop has grown quite a bit. Yeah, so that's SSERAFIM. I will be trying to upload content on a regular basis. Don't know what kind of schedule I'll be on. If you clicked on this and lasted this long to listen to me kind of babble on, I appreciate it. Don't hesitate to ask any questions to me, or if you wanted to request anything, um, you know, I'd be very interested to hear and talk to the community and get to know you guys and learn more about K-pop. Basically, my gap of knowledge is from 2010 until now. Basically, I don't know much about Korean music after that. Maybe a little after 2010, but definitely within the last 5-10 years. Uh, Somewhere between um, my knowledge in Korean music is relegated to the most popular things. And I know Twice. I know Girls' Generation was pretty active in that time as well. Um, so the big ones I know, but especially in the last 5 years, I'm other than Blackpink and Twice, I don't know anything. So I'm looking forward to hearing you guys recommend anything. Um, and again, thank you for checking out my channel. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, comment, anything else you'd like to do. And I appreciate the time. Thank you.